can start the introduction.
All right. It's the one and only. It's the council. And we're here. It's the one and only God Johnny. I'm here with the homie Jay Wonders. And we all just, kick it like we always do, man.
Right.
We're about to head out tonight.
Yes.
So, we're about to be in the field. This is dope, bro. It's been a little while, man.
It's been a little while since we went out to the field. So this is actually pre-game to going out. So I kind of wanted to discuss and give some people out there what things to work on. And by the way, it's so important and it's such a good thing to have a social circle that involves a lot of attractive males, a lot of other attractive males that don't even need to be attractive in the sense as you, but just in their own way, and seeing what they do.
They might communicate. They might dress well. They might
exactly.
Kick it.
They got money. They got a nice car. They're funny. It's so good to have other males that are attractive that are very good at being social.
Yeah, especially with women.
And you learn a lot, especially with women. But you will learn a lot.
At least know how to move with women.
Move in general.
Yeah, some guys might not talk the most, but they're not going to do stupid things like try to get in your way.
Exactly.
Scare girls away.
I'll say here's a tip just to begin with. Like, find you a good friend, a good male that you can constantly touch base with and see where you're at personally with your own attractiveness, your own masculinity, your own communication level. You feel me?
No, definitely.
And we both, iron sharpens iron. We both just throw knowledge at each other on a daily. We both come together when we come together in person, and just pushing the envelope and seeing what things that have worked or what didn't work. So
when I look at our experience, I always go back in time and I like to look at the past and look to where I'm at. Cause like that tells you where you're going, and there's so many experiences in that. Like we had a talk a while ago about how you're always like in the past, actually, because every second is always going to the past. So
right.
It's like even when you're in the present's gone. So the present's always fleeting. So you're essentially existing in a bunch of memories. Because even now, this is going to be a memory again, shortly. So when you realize that. It makes you realize that each moment of creation in our life is based on a memory. Then the question is, what are the memories that you're creating? And when we look at the game, because the memories that you're creating in the game is going to be the story of who you are now. You know what I'm saying? Like when who are we? What are we about? What are you about? You're about whatever we've seen you be about before now.
What memories do you want to create?
Yeah, exactly. Because the memories now that that the memories that you have now point you to this is a version of yourself.
Exactly.
And you might have had glimpses of this version of yourself that might be you might have had moments where you deal with a lot of girls that aren't that attractive, but you might have had that one moment with that one girl that was super bad that was feeling you, but you didn't close the deal. Well, in essence, it's like, which one are you? And the one that you are is the one that you are most of the time. But that's where I look at us now. Like today, if we go out into the field, the question then boils down to, do I let the outside things determine who I am? Because to a degree, it's okay, do I need to have a bunch of money, a bunch of women, cars, to feel as though, that's what I am? Because in the external world, that's what I am.
Right.
But really, the secret is, you can't have those external things without being somebody. And then you have to pull where are those memories? And a lot of guys we're talking to don't have those memories. Like how are you going to become this guy that's so dope, that's attractive, if you have a bunch of memories of not being attractive?
Exactly. And then they believe that. And that's, I'm glad you're touching on that, because that's where that keyword confidence comes in, right? What is confidence? It's really, putting your character that does not exist yet out there and forming it in the present moment, and then looking back at, say, what you did
Yeah.
in the moments ago or in the past or the yesterday.
Yeah.
It's you go, damn, I failed at trying to be that character, but look, I gained this knowledge, I gained understanding, I know what not to do now. Now you're closer to developing that character.
This is interesting.
that you want.
Yeah, you lit something in my mind there because, you know, when you look at it at the end of the day, the coolest person or the coolest archetype, and this goes back to the archetype episode,
Right.
which I need to watch the archetype episode before we make it private.
Yes.
But like, you know, it's an energy that's attractive. So we talk about like a woman. You could draw the silhouette of a beautiful woman, and a guy can see attraction in the picture. That's not even a real woman.
Yep.
For same thing with a guy. Like there's a archetype and energy that's attractive that she wants to be pursued by, and so it's not you that she likes. It's who you're personifying. It's that archetype, you know.
Right. Which I think most viewers are not ready for because it's an ego bruiser.
Yeah.
Like that means like,
it's
like you get what I'm saying?
And y'all need to know
it's you.
Yeah.
It's you.
But it's not you at the same time.
It's like, all right, you know, I was talking to my cousin about this.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to the gym together, right? And I know this is about to be a so bad example, but he shows me a picture on Twitter, and he's like, bro, look at this. And when he says, look at this, it's like a very ugly girl, right?
Good.
But banging body. Like it's a meme. It's an ugly girl, banging body. It's like a butter face. And then on the other side of the picture, it's like her turned around with just her hair and then her butt and her good looking body. And then on the caption was, if she's down, she's down. You get me? And then what that tells me as a guy, are they really going for her or they're going for the silhouette type thing? You get what I'm saying?
That's a great example.
And so I was telling him, I said, right now you don't have that silhouette character for a male though. I was like, but you have great conversation skills. You're a great male. You're a righteous male. You know, you're a good person. You're a good human being. Like, you know, you have a good heart. But you don't have the image any girl wants at the moment, or majority of girls don't want at the moment. And for guys, that's a hard reality to take in because most guys will be like, but I'm a great guy. I'm such a nice guy. I'm so righteous. I'll take care of her. They don't care. The same way you wouldn't go to that girl because she's fat, ugly. The same way a girl wouldn't go for a guy that don't take care of himself. And same way in the shape, face, look, hygiene, all this. So we're really buying, and this is a key. This is actually one of the secrets to, you know, building your character and your archetype and attraction. It's people are buying a archetype.
Yeah.
And when you realize people are buying an archetype, once you've developed that archetype, then you can finally be yourself for that person. But if you have not developed that archetype for that person, you're not going to get very good chances with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
You can be the best person in the world. You can be the nicest. You can never lie to anybody ever in your life. You can be like just so genuine. But if you don't have that look, it's like they'll never figure that out because again, we're always buying an archetype.
Yeah, that look, that energy. If you don't have it, I mean, and, you know, the thing is, you know, you wonder like, okay, you know, how do you have that if you don't have that? You know what I'm saying?
And it's building it.
And it's building it.
And the way he was saying it is you tap into it in every moment. Like tonight, we're about to go out.
Yeah.
What is tonight about?
What are they trying to buy? And this is what I wanted to do to help y'all. Is like, you wonder, okay, what are the things then that's gonna capture their attention to be attractive? Well, there's certain principles of a man that a straight woman will find attractive that you can build on.
Right.
You can start with confidence already, but that's a basic one. That's general. But
even like physical ones is basic.
Yeah.
Facial hair.
Yeah.
Your height.
Yeah. These are all kind of like physical characteristics. Then your game, you know, when you walk in there, being social, having pre-selection, people, you know, you know, she says, hey, what's going on? Like, hey, you know, what's going on? Just came back, was with my girlfriend earlier, just something, or I was with some girls earlier. We were hanging out doing a little shoot or something like that. Boom. You could demonstrate certain things that would make her think, okay, like, what do you do? I remember, bro, when we got so good at this one thing, which was like, and I feel like I said this in the past episode. We didn't link it because we could do a whole episode on this.
Oh yeah,
but
you know
what I'm talking about. We was creating, or I just put it like this, creating our reality in present time with the woman.
Exactly.
By speaking things that would trigger attraction in them.
Right.
You know, so I'm not just saying, oh, what you do? I just came back from my house.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Oh, man, I mean, we had a fucking night so far. And the crazy thing is it's early. So what do I get to?
Exactly.
But I'm telling them, it's just...
And that goes into...
that's so interesting.
That's a deeper revelation for people. It's like, people don't get, like, their words really create the experience for yourself and others.
They're very much here.
And don't get me wrong, if your experience doesn't match your actual reality, or what you're saying doesn't match your actual reality, like you're like, all right, bet I pulled, I just hopped out my Lambo, and you don't have a Lambo, like you're lying.
Yeah.
But we're not telling you that's what you should be doing. We're telling you, hey, if you have a beat up car, be like, hey, I'm a hardworking man, just got out of my job, I got this beat up car, but I'm really working hard and looking forward to this new car I'm about to get by the end of the year.
Yeah.
What you up to?
Yeah.
You see, like there's so much.
There's still value in that. I'm working hard.
Yeah, you
works.
feel me?
And that's what the communication's about. It's like really flowing. There's deeper aspects of it that we can always touch on. But like, this is a pre-talk. So this is us going into the field.
So let's give them some.
What are some things we would tell ourselves going out into the field?
So we're about to go out to the field.